Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another episode of my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is episode 42, which is also the final episode of Generation 2. We're here with the teens who have just got back from school, and I'm going to be honest, I had planned to follow them to school, but I had issues with my recording and I had to recover an old version of the save, and this was the earliest I could go back to, so we did miss the teens' first day of their high school, and we did miss Ezra's last day of school, but honestly nothing exciting happened at all. Everyone did well with their exams because it was exam day. Ezra aced his exam, Elliot aced his exam, and Eleanor didn't do too well, which was interesting because she was the only one who was like there for all of her lessons. She didn't jump up halfway through the exam and try to leave, but that's a whole other thing. But honestly nothing else really happened. But we do actually have something exciting coming up. So luckily I didn't miss anything too exciting. I will be able to show off all of that at least. And that is the fact in an hour we have got a moving out party for Malia and Elodie because they will be moving to their own apartment this evening, which is so exciting. We have enough money for it. And speaking of enough money, I might actually have Valerie come out here and harvest some of our money fruits and get us 21,000 simoleons because Malia and Elodie will need just over 30k to bring with them. So we want to make sure we've got enough money for ourselves, and obviously Ezra has just gone off to swim club, so we can't actually get him to harvest it, but you know, Valerie doesn't mind doing a bit of gardening if it involves getting 20k. And apparently she likes gardening. Okay, fair enough. That was not something I expected, but she did get a hangnail from it. Oh, she's seriously, Valerie? You're too tense. You literally have one job, which is to harvest them. Fine, whatever. But yes, Elodie and Malia will officially be moving out this evening, so we're going to throw them a little going away party. Nothing too crazy. We will just have the immediate household, as well as Malia's two sisters, who Elodie has not yet met, as well as Kyle, who will be moving in once Elodie and Malia have moved out, and also the grandparents, because I want to spend as much time with them as we can. It's time for the party to begin. Elodie has got herself a promotion, as well as a new haircut. I absolutely love this look on her. She looks so stunning. I was giving her a new hairstyle and I accidentally clicked this one and it just looks perfect, so I stuck with it. She looks so good. The party has started and the guests will slowly start arriving. They all gather over here for some reason. So we've got Malia's two sisters, who Elodie needs to introduce herself to, as well as Mabel and Akira, and apparently I invited Lucy as well. I didn't realise I invited Lucy, but hey, at least she's here. Elodie is just meeting Malia's sister Mila, so it looks like we have mixed impressions. So we think she's distant, but she thinks we're proper and polite and admirable. Okay. Well, I think it's important that Elodie does get to know them at least a little bit because they are her future sister-in-laws, considering the fact that these two are actually engaged, which honestly I kind of always forget about because I didn't see the proposal. But we do need to come over and introduce ourselves to Maeve as well. She is their older sister. Okay, we also don't like Maeve, which is excellent. So we think she's in dreamland and she has the same thoughts about us. So at least the sisters like us. That is the main thing, I guess. But Valerie, why don't you come over and actually come and talk to your daughter, considering she is actually going to be moving out. Come over and compliment her outfit. Give her some family advice. That would be amazing. If you could come over and just give her some tips, because she is moving out, becoming independent for the first time. So it'd be amazing if you could come and, you know, just make her feel a bit at ease with it all, because it is a big thing. It is a stressful time moving out. So she wants to try and make it a bit easier for her, even though she's in an awful mood herself. Hopefully she'll feel a bit better surrounded by her family. And I might also just put her in some actual clothes. It's like all the Solana girls are just in here having a chat together. It's so cute. But I do want to make sure Valerie spends a good amount of time with Elodie, because obviously she'll be moving out and she won't see her quite as much as she normally does. So it is really, really important that we do have these conversations. And it looks like Malia is in here having a conversation with her sister, which is really nice because she doesn't see her quite as much since moving out. They've not got like the best relationship. They're childhood buds, they're jokesters, they are friends. So that is good, but they're not like super close. But it's nice that she can spend time with her sister as well. And Ezra, what are you up to? You're gonna go and don't destroy a school project. He is feeling really tense because he's not got his university application back yet. It should arrive by the morning. So hopefully we'll be able to find out then and he'll feel less tense. But why don't you come over and have a chat with your grandma? Let's come and have a deep conversation with her. Maybe just be a bit honest about how like you're feeling really tense because you've not found out yet and you don't know how things are gonna go. And he is feeling better since talking to his grandma. And I think it'd be really nice if we could get some pictures with Ezra and Mabel. Mabel is obviously the founder and Ezra is the Gen 3 heir. So I think it'd be really cute if we can get some pictures. Pictures with Mabel. Oh, and look at Valerie and Venus. That's so cute. I think we definitely will keep Venus with Valerie because it is Valerie's dog. But I feel like Elodie will miss having a dog in the house. So maybe I'll get them to have a dog when they move into their apartment. This is so cute. I love this. We are definitely going to get a few photos with Mabel. So sweet. I love them. They don't, like, I'm trying to work out how similar they look. I can definitely see more of a Kira. And oh my gosh, look at this. They're like posing like models just like Valerie was. They're like, oh, let's pose like mum. let's do some model poses. They're just so cute. I love them. But my main focus is obviously Elodie. So where is she gone? Where are you at? She is gonna grab some food by the looks of it. We should have ordered some pizza or something, but honestly I think everyone's okay. Akira is just in Ethan's room looking around and just thinking about all of his grandkids, and it's just super cute how far we've come since generation 1. I love it. But I have just seen Kyle come over. I did think I'd invited him, but apparently I didn't, so I had to invite him over, and he's feeling really bored right now, so hopefully Valerie can make sure he has a little bit more fun. I'm sure she will. This is Elodie's party and she's just decided she wants to float around it in the pool. You know, she just wants a bit of time to relax. She's done all the socializing, she's done all the stressful stuff, and she is just wanting to relax. So honestly, now might be a good point to end the party and have her and Malia move out. But I think what I want to do before then is I just want her and her mum to, like, you know, have a hug. I just want to have a little bit of affection between them and kind of say goodbye before he leaves. We'll come over and have a deep conversation with Valerie and then come and give her a loving hug, I think. And oh, Cal has arrived. Okay. We will come and have Eleanor speak to her dad. I guess we'll come and share our ideas with him, and I guess Elliot as well can come over and enthuse about fitness. I mean, he does try. He definitely tries more than Craig does. I love that everyone is just out here having a chat in the front. Even like little Ethan's come out to have a chat with us as well. It's so sweet. But at the moment, it looks like these two are just having their deep conversation, and Valerie's just going to tell Elodie she's always here when she needs her. And just generally being quite supportive, I think. And then they will definitely give each other a hug, and like they've gained a sentiment. You know what? It's been wonderful to spend time with you. We've made great memories. We'll make so many more, I'm sure of it. That is so sweet. Honestly, so sweet. And she's gonna come over and say goodbye to her. I want to get a picture of this. Valerie's first baby is moving out. This is such a gorgeous screenshot, and it proves how much Elodie looks like Valerie. Honestly, the only difference is her eyes, and it's also really cute how like adoring Kyle is looking on this. He looks so proud. Oh my gosh, I love it. But I think, yeah, we're gonna end the gathering now, and it's time for Elodie and Malia to officially move to their apartment. Elodie and Malia have made it to their apartment in the city. Now, before we have a look, I had noticed that Elodie had this tense mood look from moving out. There's so much to think about and so much I'm leaving behind. Bless her. But she does also have this. She feels relieved from moving out. Now that everyone knows, I feel so much better about leaving. So she is both feeling tense, but also really happy about it. So she's sad to be leaving her family, but also be like really happy to be starting this new chapter of her life, which just makes so much sense, honestly. But let's go in and have a look at their apartment. It's nothing too flashy because it is their first apartment, but I really like it, honestly. So we walk in and we have got their like little kitchen area. Over here we've got space for dog bowls if they get dogs, which they definitely will. We have got their living space over here. It's very like beige and white and pink with splashes of yellow, which I really like for them. We have got their bathroom over here as well. Again, nothing too flashy, it's a bathroom. We have got a spare room in case they decide they want to have children. And then they've got their bedroom, and Elodie has of course taken herself straight to sleep. Of course she has. With a little dresser and little seating area, and yeah, this is their apartment. I really like it for a starter place. And I definitely can see them staying here for a little while at least. If they just want one kid, they could definitely stay here. But if they want more kids, they would probably have to move. But back in the main household, Valerie is getting a little bit flirty with Kyle. And she's actually developed the hungry for love lifestyle, which is amazing. Oh my gosh, after all this time, she's finally got this lifestyle that is perfect for her in the final episode. I'm so happy for her. She is gonna go and ask him to woohoo, but I wanted him to move in. So, I mean, I guess you can woohoo to celebrate and then have him officially move in. I think I accidentally removed one of her moodlets. Oops. But yeah, they're gonna go and celebrate with woohoo and then have him officially move in because, you know, priorities, I guess. They are both so smitten with each other. I love it so much. But I think we are now going to officially ask Kyle to move in with us. We're gonna ask him to join the household at last. He's been asking for so long. We've been promising for so long that he definitely can, and now he can officially move in with us. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. So yes, we're definitely going to take Kyle. We're not going to take any of his money because even though at the moment we do only have 2,000 simoleons, we do have fruit to collect from the money tree. Everyone is awake this morning and Elliot has decided he wants to set the table for breakfast, even though everyone is still just coming over and grabbing their bowls. So sweet though, that is just so pure of him, honestly. Valerie has finished eating before Elliot has even taken his seat, bless him. But I noticed that Ezra actually has a wand this morning to ask Valerie about woohoo, which has got me thinking that maybe he's preparing himself to take that next step with Lucy. So I might have him come over and see if I can find where that actually is, because I feel like it's a really big thing for him to do, and he trusts his mum. So he does want to come over and speak to her and be safe about it, or he doesn't want to make the same mistakes that she did. So I definitely think that is something that he would want to do. I'd gone past it so many times. Here it is. So he is going to come over and actually ask his mum about woohoo, just so he can be safe and protected and everything, so that he and Lucy can take that next step in their relationship. So he's been a little bit awkward. He's like, well, we've kissed and I just wondered, you know, if I want to take that next step, like what do I need to do about it? And by the looks of it, it went well. I'm pleased you felt you could come to me and ask. Of course, I'll answer any of your questions. Oh, Valerie. Ezra is feeling better after asking a trusted adult some questions about woohoo. It's always good to get answers, and being able to have a chat like this has been a big help. Valerie just answered some teenage questions about woohoo. It's nice to be able to help the younger generations out and answer their questions to help them be better prepared for their futures. Aw, I love that so much. That is such a nice little relationship they've got. I think on that note, I am going to have Ezra actually go out and buy woohoo protection items just that he's prepared in case it happens, because, you know, today he's hoping to get his university application results. Oh my gosh, he's so excited about it. He's like, yes. But he's hoping to get his results for his university, so he'll probably want to invite Lucy over so that he can open it with her, and, you know, maybe then is the moment. But also, I have just remembered we have got our money tree over here. So Valerie, why don't you come over? And oh my gosh, another 21,000 simoleons. We're going to be so rich, honestly. I love it so much. Speaking of, our mail has just been delivered. So I'm going to assume that is Ezra's university application. So he has just got back now. And I think I'm going to have him come over and collect the mail. And if his application is in there, we're definitely going to invite over Lucy so that he can open it with her there. Maybe she's already opened hers. Maybe she is going to open hers at the same time as him. But he definitely needs to come over and check, because that moodlet has gone. So I'm assuming that means that this should be the day that we get our results. Yes, okay, so he's got his letter. So we are going to invite over Lucy. Oh my goodness, look who it is. Craig is actually making effort for once. Just in time as well, considering the fact that he is opening his university letter. So Craig is here. I am very, very surprised, honestly. Of course we're going to invite him in after saying so many times about how he just kind of ignores us. Maybe he's had a bit of a second thoughts, and Lucy has literally stopped in her tracks. We are going to obviously call her over because we do want to open this with her here. I mean, it's so nice that Craig has come over, but we did just invite over Lucy. But oh my goodness, I can't believe Craig is here. We are going to also have a conversation with Lucy at the same time, ask her if she's got her results yet. See how things are going with her, have a pleasant conversation. I think he's also going to share his melancholy thoughts and just be like, what happens if I don't get in? What if it's unsuccessful, or we don't get into the same course? What are we going to do then? So he's just going to like run through some thoughts with her, and Craig is just here in the middle like, I have no idea what's going on, and he's really sad. Maybe he's feeling bad that like he's only just making effort after all of this time. He's missed out on his son's like whole childhood, and here he is getting ready to go off to university, and he's like, wow, I've actually missed all of this. Craig has decided to leave the conversation just as these two got flirty, so he took a hint. And I'm gonna have Ezra finally read his acceptance letter to find out which degrees he's been accepted onto, and it looks like he has got so many distinguished degrees. I don't know if this is all of them, but there's definitely a lot here. Oh my goodness. So hopefully we can go on to do the psychology distinguished degree, but it also depends what degrees that Lucy got accepted into, because the whole point of this is they want to go together. So we are going to reveal a deep secret and tell her that we made it and we got in. But obviously if she doesn't get into a distinguished degree, we will just do the regular degree, I think. But yeah, we are definitely going to discuss her interests, and he's telling her that he got in, and she's so happy for him. She's so relieved, and oh my gosh, she's so happy from being well distinguished. I love it. So I think maybe get a little bit flirty, maybe give her an embrace, just to kind of celebrate the fact that, you know, this is happening. They are ready to make this next step and go off to university, and he's offering her a rose, and he's like, I wish you the best of luck with your application. She is like a day or two younger, so maybe her application will come back tomorrow or something. But yeah, they're getting a little bit flirty, and potentially we could take things to the next level. I mean, he's got his protection ready. He's feeling really flirty, so is she. I feel like they could be ready to maybe do a little bit of woohoo. So these two are just having a bit of an intense kiss, and I don't even want to talk about what he was just thinking about. But he is suggesting that they maybe head upstairs and have their very first woohoo. Luckily he has got his protection. He was fully prepared for this after his conversation with Valerie, and they are being civil and they are having their very first woohoo in a bed. And I'm very proud of them, and I can't believe it. He's growing up. Oh my gosh, he's got his university acceptance. He's having his first woohoo with his first girlfriend, getting ready to go off to uni, and it's just, oh, it's such big steps for him. I love it. Break out the candles, make it romantic. Ezra is about to woohoo for the first time. Oh my goodness. These two are just continuing their little flirting after their woohoo, and Ezra has unlocked his first woohoo milestone, and they're having a suggestive conversation, and they are just so cute. Okay, these two are woohooing in the shower now. I guess it's just a woohoo day. But everyone else is out in the pool. Craig is having a chat with the twins. I kind of forgot he was here, I'm not gonna lie. But it's quite cute that he's out here having a chat with them. Lucy is heading off by the looks of it. That's completely fine. She has been here for quite a while. We're not going to prom tonight. Ezra's already had his prom, and these two aren't ready for prom or anything yet. But I can't believe we managed to get into university, and look at him. Oh my goodness, he is so ready for everything. And Craig is also heading off now. Oh, okay, and he's wearing boots with his swimming costume. Of course he is. Oh, it looks like Ethan's made it all the way upstairs just because he wants to sing his brother a song. This is so cute. I didn't even ask him to do this, but I absolutely love this. Honestly, Ethan is such a cute little toddler, especially considering he's got land grab cheeks. He's just so sweet. I really, really like him. I like him more than I thought I would, I'm not gonna lie, because I was so like unprepared when we found out that Valerie was pregnant again. I was just not expecting it, and I was not happy at first, but I've just grown to love him so much. He is such a pure, cute little toddler, and Ezra is just the best big brother. He really, really is. These two, on the other hand, are also getting really flirty. They're having a steamy exchange, and Valerie is feeling really, really flirty herself. I mean, they did have a good shower woohoo, and she's definitely feeling herself right now. I just love the fact we can finally, you know, like, be moved in with Carl. They've been on quite a journey, haven't they? Like, considering the fact they met when they were literally toddlers, and then they were friends throughout childhood, and then he was always kind of like there for her as a teenager, and then as a young adult they like drifted, but met again at the romance festival, and then obviously they drifted again when Jeffrey came into the picture, but then they got back together. It's just, they're like on and off, and he's kind of been really consistent throughout, and I just really like their journey and the story that they've kind of had and the relationship that they've built. Like how he just kind of stuck around even though she cheated on him. He was like, look, we can work through this, and he was more than happy to build and work on their relationship. And I think he's just so into Valerie, and I absolutely adore it. Oh my goodness, speaking of, the romance festival is in town. Let's go. Yes. It's perfect because this is obviously where they met again as adults. I think they deserve a date night, honestly. I mean, like, the teens can look after Ethan. They'll be completely fine, but I think these two should definitely have a little date night at the romance festival. These two have arrived at the romance festival and they're getting flirty straight away. They're both already in a flirty mood. And I think the first thing that we need to do is go over and get some sakura tea together. So we're going to come and pour some tea. She wants to actually ask him on a date. Where are you two going? Are they going to go woohoo already? I was expecting them to, you know, want to do a bit of public woohoo. It's literally one of Valerie's wants. And this was where they had their very first woohoo anyway. But I was like, you know, expecting to get a bit of flirty at the romance festival before we dived literally straight into it. But you know, I guess if this is what they want, oh, I've lost the dumpster. This is what they want, then I guess they are just having a bit of public woohoo in the dumpster because they are super, super classy. But as I say, it's a throwback to their very first woohoo. Now they have both finished their woohoo, they are going to go over and actually get some of the sakura tea at last. And then I think we're going to come over and speak to the romance guru and see if they put any words of wisdom for us, considering that the last time we were here, they did tell Valerie that her true love is closer than she realizes, and then we met Kyle straight after, and it has just been excellent. So I think it was definitely a sign then, so it would be great to see if we could have any more words of wisdom from them. So we're going to come over and ask the guru about our current relationship. I see a back massage in your future. Okay, very precise. So Kyle is also asking to see if she can give him any specific advice, because that was a little bit vague. That wasn't telling us too much, but I guess we can also seek her wisdom as well. She might be able to give us some general love advice. A life without love is not one worth living. That makes so much sense, because Valerie's life has all been about, you know, like wanting to find love, and I think she has mostly been after lust, but for now she has actually found love with Kyle. And oh my gosh, I mean, there's definitely lust involved, but they are definitely so smitten with each other and deeply connected. And he has also got this sentiment that says Kyle and Valerie feel closer than ever as they share a home, which is really sweet, and I just love how their relationship has blossomed and grown. Valerie is getting super, super flirty with Kyle right now. She is definitely enjoying herself at this romance festival, and I think Kyle is as well. She is at the moment just declaring the heat of the moment passion, and just saying how she just loves spending all of her time with him, and how much they've kind of come along since they first got together. Like how much of a journey they've been on, and how amazing it has been to spend all this time with him, and how they've been able to get back together despite everything that has happened. These two can literally not keep their hands off each other. It is kind of adorable, honestly. And Valerie is just at the moment talking with Kyle, and she is suggesting something a little bit crazy, and she's saying, while we're here, why not just make it official and take things even further and get married? And she has actually just had a little bit of a crazy thought and suggested that they, you know, get engaged. And Kyle is completely on board with it. And they're both so smitten with each other, and maybe it was the sakura tea, maybe it was all the romantic atmosphere, or maybe it was just because she's so in love with him, but she could not help herself. And she just thought, you know, this is what I want. This is what has been like building up for so long. All of the signs point towards it, and Kyle, you again. But she is just so overwhelmed with love with him right now. Like, she's got this hungry for love lifestyle, and she's just so so smitten, honestly, so deeply in love, and this is just what the two of them want. Kyle is now declaring his undying love for Valerie, and just saying how happy he is and how much he loves her, and she is absolutely loving all of this. And oh my goodness, here we go for a passionate kiss. I always forget how intense that animation actually is, but oh my gosh. But now it is actually Kyle's turn to suggest something crazy, and he's like, well, we're here, why don't we just go for it and get married now? Like, there's the arch, there's witnesses, there's everyone around. What's stopping us from just doing it and getting married? And I think Valerie is like, well, I don't see why not. Like, we've been waiting for so long. We're not getting any younger. So why not actually just do this and get married? So yeah, these two are getting married at the romance festival right now. I just can't get over how happy they look right now. They just look so in love and so happy, and it's just so sweet. And I think they are exchanging their vows. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually happening. This is absolutely insane. I love the fact that we are ending with Valerie getting married. Who'd have thought, honestly? Like, she's come on such the journey, and here she is, married at the romance festival. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy they have had their first official kiss as a married couple. Oh my goodness. They are, not only they got engaged, but they got married. Absolutely crazy. I feel like it's just so fitting after Valerie had the big, like, perfect wedding with Cal, and that clearly just did not work out. So it just makes so much sense that she'd want to kind of get rid of all that fuss this time and just elope. And it's just so perfect for them. And of course they are celebrating their engagement, their marriage. They are going to go celebrate with another woohoo in a dumpster, because honestly, I'm not going to stop them. I'm going to let them have some fun. Why not? I mean, it's not the most classy way to celebrate getting married, but it's just them. It's just them, and I love that Valerie's just this classy lady, and she's got this massive mansion, she wears all these fancy clothes, yet she's more than happy to just woohoo in a dumpster with the guy that she loves, and it's just so cute, like, ignoring the grossness of it. These two have just finished their woohoo, and the festival is actually ending in 1 hour. Oh my gosh, I love the way they come out of the dumpster, it's so cute. But I think maybe we've had enough over. Oh my gosh, someone's literally coming over and playing in the trash. This is filthy. But I think it is time that we maybe head home, because we do have a very big, and let's not think about babies, Valerie, but we do have a very big and special day coming up tomorrow. It's officially Ezra's birthday. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're here. He's having some leftover mac and cheese for breakfast, and he woke up with some facial hair, so we'll probably get him to shave that once he has finished eating. And also we need to fill up Venus's bowl. It looks like the other two teens are awake as well, but both Valerie and Carl are asleep, and so is Ethan. We do need to make sure we have Valerie tell children today that, you know, she got married last night, because they have no clue. And then we've got even more money to sell from the money tree. Oh my gosh, it's so lucrative. I love it. Valerie has decided she wants some onigiri for breakfast. Fair enough if that's what she wants. And of course she wants to kiss someone. I love this about her so much. It is actually Flower Bunny Day, but we're probably not gonna, like, celebrate it all that much, because we do have something more important to celebrate, which is Ezra's birthday, and we will be celebrating with having the whole family gather at Mabel and Akira's farm. I'm very excited to see everyone again. I just love seeing the whole family and how much it's grown, like where we started with just Mabel and her sisters and dads, and now we've grown to this massive family, and we are starting generation 3. It's just so exciting. So at the moment Valerie is making a birthday cake for Ezra. She's making the classic birthday cake that I can never remember if it's from Sims 2 or Sims 3, but I want to make sure we've got that ready ready nice and early, and then we'll have our conversations with everyone afterwards. Ezra is feeling really tense this morning because he wants to go outside. You spend all of your time outside, but he's just shaving at the moment, and then I think he will definitely go over and have a chat with his mum, be like, oh, how was your date like last night? Have a bit of a conversation with her and talk about his birthday, and then Valerie will definitely make sure she tells him, as well as the other children, about the fact that she is now married. Here's the birthday cake, the famous birthday cake. As I say, I don't know if it's from Sims 2 or Sims 3, it could be both, but we have made that. And Ezra, have you finished shaving yet? Are you gonna come and have a chat with your mum? You are. Okay, perfect. He's gonna come in the room. Oh, and Eleanor is here as well. Why don't we just get all of the kids in here? Ethan, no, not Ethan, Elliot, come in here as well. I get them confused, but I definitely want Valerie to make sure she tells the children that she is married. She's gonna reminisce about the wedding day and be like, well, something really exciting happened last night, and Kyle and I got married, and I'm sure the kids will be very happy for her, and I think Ezra may be a bit sad that he couldn't have seen it because he is very family oriented. He loves his family, so he's definitely going to be happy for his mum, but a bit like, oh, I wish I could have been there. But you know, he was there for her first wedding. I mean, the marriage didn't work out. The marriage didn't even start, but he was there. And it is a bit of a shame, but you know, Valerie needed to do this. This is what she wanted, and I feel like the children would definitely be supportive of that. Little Ethan is even here to like listen, even though he has no idea what's going on, and Ezra's like, there's something really smelly, and it's his brother. It is time for the family gathering, which means it is time for Ezra's birthday, which means it is time for the end of Generation 2. Let's go! We have arrived at the family farm, and Valerie is going to tell her mum a funny story and be like, well, mum, I got a funny story to tell you. Something crazy happened last night. And Mabel's be like, what have you done? What has happened? You're not pregnant again, are you? And Valerie's gonna be like, no, so it's not anything about that, but actually Kyle and I, we went to the romance festival last night, and we got really caught up in the romantic vibes, and we got engaged. And not only did we get engaged, but we actually got married. And I have no idea how Mabel's gonna take this. She is looking, I don't know, intrigued, I guess. She's not surprised. She is not surprised at all, but she looks happy at least. She looks really happy for her daughter at least. And we're gonna share some Hungry for Love tips. Like, look, this is just what I needed. I just needed some love and security and stability after all this time, and I just know it was the right thing to do. And again, I feel like Mabel would be a bit like, oh, I wish I could have been there, but you know, she completely understands. And I just love the fact that Kyle is out here chatting with Ethan right now, and all of the family is starting to gather. We've got all of the cousins arriving. We've got Elodie and Malia just looking so adorable, and I just love seeing everyone. So many memories in this house, not only from Generation 1 but from Generation 2 as well, when we lived here with Valerie and the kids when they came over. We also invited Cash because it is obviously Ezra's birthday and he wants his best friend to be here. So it just made sense that he came as well. We do have Lucy, she was invited as well, but I'm not too sure where she is at the moment. There she is. But yeah, there's so many Sims here, and it's so lovely to see everyone. Ezra has a want to actually play with Ethan, so he is going in the house and he's going to play with his little brother before he ages up, and it's just so nice to spend the whole time with the family, and also to end this series in the same way the last one ended and how this one started. Like, it's all ended in this place and it all started in this house, and it's just so fitting that that is how we can end Generation 2 and start Generation 3. Oh, Ezra just being the best big brother. I love this. And also just look at all the family pictures we've got on the walls. I'm not going to go through them all because I do this every time, but it's just so nice to see all the family again and how much we've grown. Oh, I just love it. And I love that Ezra just loves his family so much. This is the perfect way for him to celebrate his birthday. The family have gathered and it is time for Ezra to blow out his candles. Oh my gosh, here we go. Everyone is celebrating. Oh, the sisters are getting in the way, but here we go. Ezra is blowing out his candles, surrounded by his family and friends. But of course, he's aging up out of the room. There's just not enough space in there, but they're all still singing to him. And Ezra, where are you actually going for this? where are you going to age up? He decided to age up in the front of the house, but oh my gosh, he is officially an adult. So let's pick his last trait. It has to be paranoid. So he is officially adventurous, active, loves the outdoors, gloomy and paranoid, and his aspiration will be freelance botanist. So oh my gosh, and he's a graduate with honours because he did so well at school. Oh my gosh, and of course he's aged up on his phone. Ezra, come on, you gotta give me a cute look. And here he is. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. I mean, I'm kind of annoyed that he came all the way outside just to age up and not surrounded by the rest of the family, but at least he's aged up, and I can't believe he's officially an adult. His sister came out though, which is really sweet, so we're gonna come and have a chat with her, but then I definitely want him to come inside, have a chat with his grandma and have a chat with his mom. As I mentioned earlier, Lucy is actually a day or so younger than Ezra, so she is not going to age up today. She will definitely be aged up for season 2 though. I will make sure of it, and I'll make sure that she's got her university application in as well. But oh my goodness, I can't believe that Ezra is officially an adult. Even Josie's feeling emotional about it all. Valerie is just having a chat with Ezra right now in the kitchen, and she's actually going to reveal a deep secret and kind of just give him advice and tips on, you know, like adulthood and branching out by himself. And obviously he is kind of taking it in a different direction than she is, and he is going to be the first one in the family going off to university. So his experience would definitely be very different to everyone else's. The perfect way to end Generation 2 in the Generation 1 household is having Generation 2 and 3 just hugging each other. This is the perfect note to end the series. Thank you so much for watching this episode and this generation with Valerie. I hope you enjoyed it and the wild ride that she has been on. I had such a fun time, and I'm really looking forward to doing the highlights video where I get to watch it all and live it all again. It's going to be absolutely insane. But I also cannot wait to start Ezra's journey in Generation 3, so make sure you stick around for that. Keep your eyes open. But if you did enjoy this episode and if you did enjoy this series, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It means so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.